Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Johnny K, and welcome to another edition of... Wait. See, that's what I'd usually say, but you know what? Just recently we found out that THQ have gone bankrupt! They have gone bankrupt! They filed for bankruptcy, and that has to be the greatest fucking news that I've ever heard. Not only have they gone bankrupt, not only have they indeed lost a contract for 2014's WWE, but they owe Vince McMahon $45 million. And ladies and gentlemen, I've got to say, for someone that spent all year long making WWE anti-videos, let me just tell you, regarding these games, I am so happy that THQ has finally gone out of business. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Johnny K, and tonight we are not going to talk about WWE 13, because WWE 13 is shit, will always be shit, forever be shit, and we all know that, and we've covered that pretty well. I'm going to talk about something else, because my mission is complete. My whole purpose of doing these videos was to get to THQ, to get to the right amount of people to fucking witness this and say, look, THQ sucks balls. And I feel as though I contributed, even if it's just a couple of percent. I feel as though I've contributed by making these videos and spreading that word, trending it out to the masses. I have contributed to the demise of THQ. And oh man, I'm so fucking happy, man. I've got a bottle of fucking whiskey. Okay, I don't drink. It was bought for me to say thank you for all the videos that I've done. I don't drink whiskey, but I'll give it to someone else. But dude, I'll tell you, it's been a pleasure, guys. I'll tell you, it's been a fucking pleasure. Okay. I've loved doing this. I've loved fucking putting THQ in their place, putting that douchebag fucking moron Corey Ledesma in his place, putting the whole fucking developmental team of the WWE video games in their place. And thank fucking God they went bankrupt, because I wasn't going to buy another WWE game, unless it was made by somebody else other than THQ. It looks like for 2014, if there'll be a WWE 14, maybe they'll start with a new generation consoles with WWE 15. But you never know, they might give us another WWE 14 coming up next year for the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but they are working on the new platforms for WWE 15. Will they give us a WWE 14? Who knows? But they'll definitely be a WWE 15. It'll either be with EA Sports or fucking Ubisoft. It might be Ubisoft, because Ubisoft might buy THQ out of all their shares. So if Ubisoft or Ubisoft, I don't even know how to fucking pronounce their name. I can barely know who the fuck they are, but you know what? At least it won't be THQ. But I'm confident that EA Sports will take over the contract, will buy out the contract, and yes! I'm so happy. I am so happy. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to talk about TNA. Now look, I'm not going to bag TNA, because TNA is my future. I plan on going to TNA Wrestling, and I don't want to really name call them. I am going to state facts. I do observe, ladies and gentlemen. I don't judge, I observe. So I'm going to observe certain facts, but I'm not going to do any name calling, or I'm not going to completely demean TNA. But TNA have a massive problem, and it's called WWE. Now, where do I fucking start? TNA can compete with the WWE. However, they need to grow a brain. Now, I think I'm entitled to say that. I don't think Dixie Carter will deny me of a TNA contract because I said they should all grow a brain. I think it's constructive criticism. What Dixie Carter needs to do is the following. Now, this isn't going to be easy, and it all depends on one Brock Lesnar. But if Brock Lesnar decides not to re-sign after WrestleMania at the fucking... oh, man. Look, I want to have hope. But I don't know. Look, Brock Lesnar's contract expires after WrestleMania. Now, look, will he sign a new contract with WWE? It's possible, but it's also possible that he's going to sit at home at his farm and not do a fucking shit all. So if he decides to sit at home and say, look, I've had enough, yabba yabba yabba, I don't want to deal with Triple H, I don't want to deal with Vince McMahon, I don't want to deal with the cunt horse Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. If he decides Okay, if he decides that he wants to sit at home after WrestleMania and just count his 5 million and go yibbity 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 yibbity, then Dixie Carter, that's where she comes in. She can call Brock Lesnar, okay? She can call him and say, look, Brock, TNA is in the fucking toilet. We need you to come in and we need you to fucking make us number one in the world. And Brock Lesnar can do that. However, Dixie Carter has to fire all the fucking so-called wrestling legends of the past, okay? Save up those big bucks, you know, by not paying douchebags like Hulk Hogan, okay? Fuck's sake, man. Hulk Hogan. Who gives a shit about Hulk Hogan? You know, fuck's sake. They were paying Ric Flair up until recently, and finally they got rid of Flair, so they've saved a bit of money there. They need to put all their money aside. Any money that they can invest and any money that they can actually chop off from other people, okay, and add to. They need to get a nice sum of money. You know what? 5 mil. That's what WWE gave him. Offer him 5 mil or around 5 mil and get him for only 24 dates. That's all TNA needs Brock Lesnar for, is 24 dates. 24. That's it. 24 dates. You know why? I'll tell you why. Okay? First, it's a no-brainer. You make him the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Straight off the bat, you make him the fucking World Champion. On his first date, on his fucking contract, you make him the World Champion. Okay? Now that could be done at a fucking once a month open fight night. You make him go up against someone like AJ Styles, who currently have the title. Fucking Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles, my god! It would be a phenomenal match. You'd fucking hit a 3.0 straight away. Get Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship. Brock Lesnar throws him with an F5, fucking beats him. He's the new World Heavyweight Champion. Now, we don't see Brock Lesnar until that pay-per-view later on at the end of that month. And then he defends his title in a rematch with AJ Styles. And then every other month after that, he'll be the World Heavyweight Champion, going to an open fight night, you know, once a month on an Impact taping. And he'll be going to a pay-per-view each and every month. And he will be the fucking franchise player. He will hold the company on his motherfucking broad-ass fucking shoulders. He will hit fucking 1,000,000 home runs and 1,000,000 other home runs with TNA or Impact Wrestling, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves tomorrow. See, but Dixie Carter's, you know, look, I don't want to insult her because that's going to tarnish my chances of getting into TNA Wrestling. But look, Dixie Carter has to use her head. She has to use her head. She has to think, ladies and gentlemen. You're paying so much money for several fucking old timers when all that money you can put aside for one guy, Brock Lesnar. And look, it is possible that Brock Lesnar won't sign, you know, for another year with WWE. He might sign as well, who knows? But if he decides to sit at home for a year and just count his 5 mil and he's not doing anything, TNA is a fucking good place to work because he doesn't have to travel anywhere but simply go, boom, to one place. He doesn't have to travel all over the place, you know, and he will be able to live up to the twice a month commitment. Easily. You make him the world champion, dude, he'll be the fucking world champion. Who's going to pass up being a world heavyweight champion? And ranking in big bucks, okay, and making big bucks himself. If fucking Dixie Carter makes a shitload of money from Brock Lesnar overnight, she can easily turn around and pay him even more, okay? They can renegotiate at any fucking time, okay? Their ratings would be through the fucking roof. They would have beat WWE. But fucking Dixie Carter has to use her fucking head. Jesus Christ, man. She has to think. Hire Brock Lesnar, man. He will be the hottest fucking free agent after WrestleMania, okay? Fuck's sake. Fucking get Brock Lesnar, man. Don't be scared to cut off people's heads who are fucking 50 and above and bring in someone who's in his early, I don't even think he's 40, 38, something? Bring him in, mate. He's still young. He's legendary. I'd throw him in the fucking Hall of Fame. I'd throw him in the fucking WWE Hall of Fame. I'd throw him in your fucking Hall of Fame. He's a fucking legitimate fucking pro fighter, and he's a fucking awesome he can go head to head. He can go head to head with Kurt Angle in the fucking wrestling ring. He's a magnificent wrestler and he's an incredible fighter. And all he's got to do is fucking get him twice a month at a TNA taping, open fight night, of course, and at a fucking pay-per-view. And you've fucking got your company, man. You're number one in the world. But no, Dixie Carter doesn't want to do that, okay? Fair enough, Dixie Carter. Don't hire Brock Lesnar. Don't bring him in, and see how good your company becomes. What? People are fucking creaming their pants over fucking Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, and Brock Lesnar versus Triple H, and Brock Lesnar over Undertaker, who he can't even fucking wrestle. He's dead. They call him the dead man. He's dead. Well, what's left in him? He wrestles once a year, and it's just the stigma of the Undertaker. It's it's that name value, the household name. No one else gives a shit about him. He doesn't know how to fucking wrestle. He's done, mate. He can't do shit. So fuck Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, and Brock Lesnar versus Triple H at SummerSlam, and Brock Lesnar versus possibly The Undertaker, or maybe a triple threat match with The Rock and John Cena at WrestleMania main event. Who the fuck cares? Put Brock Lesnar in. Well, actually, to be honest with you, Brock Lesnar versus The Rock versus John Cena triple threat match for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 29. Fuck me, it'll be good. It'll be damn good. Actually, I'm praising that fucking match. But you know what? They've got him on the fucking contract. They've done something right, you fucking... I don't want to fucking criticize you. I don't want to fucking tarnish my chances of joining TNA. Look, try and get Brock Lesnar after WrestleMania. If you play your cards right, and if he's available, there's no reason why he can't get him. Unless he blatantly says no to you guys. He says no to 5 million, give him 7 million. He says no to 7 million, fuck's sake, give him 10 million. Give him anything. Boost your ratings, boost your fucking ratings. Jesus Christ, mate. Anyway, yes, look, I'd rather see Brock Lesnar go one-on-one with AJ Styles. That's a good fucking match, because you got AJ Styles, a guy who can fight real well. A guy who's legitimized the fucking squared circle. Okay, and that AJ Styles, the phenomena that he is, and the moveset that he has, and he's actually, he's pretty light. He's a light guy. And then you got someone like Brock Lesnar, who's mammoth. He's a beast. He's a super heavyweight, and his moves are just as good. And they can go toe to toe, and it's the fucking light guy versus the heavy guy, and they're both just as fucking strong. And it'll make AJ Styles, it'll revamp his career. It'll revamp his career if he can go up against Brock Lesnar, and even if he fucking loses, which I do recommend he loses. I don't think anyone should lose to Brock Lesnar in TNA. Obviously, there's a couple of exceptions. You're going to have to make the guy lose at some point. But build him strong, have him strong, and he'll be the best fucking thing that'll ever happen to your company. You thought bringing in Hulk Hogan was good. He's a I'm just gonna say he's a fucking morons. I cannot criticize fucking stupidity. He's a fucking morons for bringing Hulk Hogan in. Because you brought him in, you thought he was going to do ratings, and the biggest rating he did, with a live telecast, going head-to-head with Raw on a Monday, January 4th, was a fucking 1.5. And you even had other legends, like Sean Waltman, fucking Kevin Nash had returned, you had fucking Scott Hall, had Eric Bischoff make his first fucking appearance on TNA since the legendary WCW days, and when they fight him from the WWE, nothing worked. You still got a 1.5. You brought back fucking Jeff Hardy like fucking he was a fucking douchebag. You didn't make him come out with a grand entrance after losing to CM Punk at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship and making his return, the whole mighty Jeff Hardy. No, you made him come out in the opening segment, swinging a fucking chair from the crowd, and then he goes, "Blah!" and he climbs to the top and he points his tongue and goes, "Blah!" on top of the cage. Jesus fuck me, man. Yeah, the best. Jeff Hardy is one of the most popular guys, known for his, charisma, and known for his dedication, known for his life, his true habits, his hard times. The fans relate to him, if anything. He might not be a power drawer, but he relates with the fans. He's a popular dude. You bring him in and you make him swing a chair at some nobodies in the opening segment of TNA. When you're meant to be going head-to-head with WWE. So, fuck's sake, TNA. Get Brock Lesnar. I'm ashamed to go to... Dude, I'll never work for WWE, but I'm ashamed to go work for TNA because of the way they fucking are. Get Brock Lesnar. Get all your funds and get Brock Lesnar to a fucking contract. That's what you need to do. That's all you need to do. Asking you to get John Cena it's unrealistic because John Cena will never sign with TNA. Okay, he will never sign with TNA. He's happy with being with WWE until his fucking career is over. Okay, and he goes to the WWE Hall of Fame. Same with a few others. They'll never join fucking TNA. I don't see Randy Orton joining TNA. Hell, to be honest, CM Punk's a fucking cunt. So I see him going back to New Japan Pro Wrestling or Ring of Honor. I see CM Punk joining TNA. CM Punk only does what benefits him. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. If he can go to TNA and stick it to Vince McMahon, he will. But you know, to be honest, CM Punk, I honestly believe CM Punk can't draw shit. He can't draw shit. Okay, they've built him to the best in the world. They've built him into that character, and fans have related to him because he knocked the WWE. But if he hadn't knocked the WWE, if he tried to do something on his own without knocking anybody, just his own genuine charisma, he won't be able to do shit. He wasn't able to do shit for the past 7 fucking years in the WWE. And just now they've dubbed him as the best in the world, and all of a sudden he's awesome. It's because he's wearing a fucking shirt with a WWE logo on it. That's why. If he went to TNA, CM Punk would be shit. I am telling you. He can't fucking wrestle. Brock Lesnar will be a hit. John Cena will be a hit only because of his popularity and his name value. But look, get Brock Lesnar and you're fine. You don't need John Cena. You don't need... Realistically, you won't get John Cena. It'd be good if you had him. CM Punk, don't even bother with him. Okay, you know, but if you can get him, whatever. You know, he'll only add to that nostalgia, you know, for a brief amount of time. You know, it'll boost your ratings for sure. You know, there's a few others you could get, but you can't in WWE. So just stick with Brock Lesnar because he's the only guy who works a certain amount of dates a year, and they've signed him to a pretty fucking low-key contract. So he can leave after WrestleMania, okay, and he'll be a free agent, and you can get him on a low-key contract, and he'll boost your fucking numbers. He'll boost your fucking numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done talking, okay, because the more I talk, the more I stress. This is unbelievable. Dixie Carter has been running TNA Wrestling for the last 10 years, and she hasn't even been able to whack, barely, once they whacked the 1.5, and that was with fucking Hogan. After that, it went downhill. The only time they'll ever be able, their highest rating ever, was a 1.5 on the January 4th live edition on a Monday night of TNA Impact. Okay, and that was the only time where they hit their highest number, which was a 1.5. That is fucking awful, man. ECW, the fucking watered down ECW, they went for 1 hour on some, what was it, sci-fi, that barely nobody watched. They even scored, what, a 1.9, you know, almost 2.0. So even ECW was better than TNA, which runs in a 2-hour slot every Thursday nights. So look, you know, TNA has to wake up. It's a new year coming up in 2013, and you know, they can have a really good New Year's resolution, but they gotta fucking wake up, man. They've gotta wake the fuck up. Jesus Christ, man. They've gotta wake up. You know, they've got some aces and eights guy, you know, with long hair. He reminds me of John Morrison. You know, maybe that's what they're trying to do. They want to try and bring John Morrison in eventually. So for the time being, they've got some guy with massive long blonde hair, you know, looking a bit like the John Morrison, you know, sort of body figure. You know, and they've got him in the aces and eights. They obviously keep him masked. They might want to bring John Morrison in eventually and, you know, cut him out of the aces and eights and let him be, you know, run solo, maybe going against, you know, his former, you know, crew. And then they can have him win the world title. John Morrison was a flop in WWE, but I reckon if they used him correctly in TNA, and hell, if they brought that cunt whore Melina in, she is a cunt whore, okay, she's a fucking bitch, but you know what, if she can boost the ratings with John Morrison, they will make a good couple. You know, the Knockouts champion Melina, okay, the World Heavyweight champion John Morrison, you know, let them run amok in TNA. I reckon it'll boost ratings, and if it doesn't, you just take the title off him. Hell, let Brock Lesnar squash him. My point is, ladies and gentlemen, TNA need to wake the fuck up. And why the fuck did TNA lose Angelina Love? Angelina Love was trying to get into, you know, renegotiations. Maybe she was asking for more money. TNA just said, whatever, we're not going to go there. You fucking morons. Angelina Love is the only fucking knockout that I love. I don't love anybody else. You know, so for fuck's sake, get your head out of your fucking asses. Get your heads out of your asses. For fuck's sake. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Johnny K. Follow me on Twitter and peace out.